Welcome to Open Whispers channels. I want to take a minute to thank all those who have been reaching us through our email, openwhispers@gmail.com, through Twitter pages, writing letters of support, and sharing their views on our dear country called Nigeria and the political elite. I wish to thank you all. You inspire me, and we shall continue analyzing the situation in Nigeria that has not only taken away the future of the youth, but have placed a brick wall, taking away everything that makes life comfortable. It's a case of a few holding the majority to ransom. But remember, also, the led, through their own foolishness and docility, have also played a role in giving the elites the power to keep on dominating them through religion, tribalism, and all primordial ethics, known and unknown, to make sure that the less privileged will never get ahead. Without the foolishness of the led, the oppressor will never succeed. But I want to tell you this. If I will quote Professor Wole Soyinka in his book, The Man Died. The man died in he who keeps quiet in the face of tyranny. And the late Delegawa said that conscience is an open wound which only the truth can heal. Having said that today, before I proceed, thank you to our viewers. Remember to subscribe and hit the like button, and also share this channel so that you can get notifications each time we upload a new video. Nigeria needs your help. The poor needs your help. And if you can't speak out through some of these channels on YouTube, the voices of the oppressed will continue to be oppressed and never be heard. But I tell them this: when silent whispers turn to open whispers, the oppressor should know that his time is up. On the other hand, let me tell you this: all political elites and oppressors who have taken away the future of the youth, when a masquerade overstays in the arena, the uninitiated will throw sand at it. You don't need name calling to know who you are, who have perpetuated their stay in office or in the arena through reckless and primordial corruption, amassing wealth that even the future generation, or your future generation as you term it, can never exhaust. That is archaic, that is unacceptable, and that is unjust to the generation yet unborn. I listened to a program recently on channel where Hassan, one of the political analysts, said that they are on top of a game when he was analyzing the chances between PDP's redemption of Nigeria or rescue Nigeria plan and APC's agenda. And he used the word, we are on top of the game. Hassan, politics is not a game. I know to you politicians, you think that politics is where, in the words of William Shakespeare, fair is foul and foul is fair. I tell you, you are wrong. You are dealing with the lives of the poor. You are dealing with the lives of human beings who you have oppressed. Let me go straight to what we have for today. I have chosen to write this letter to a man I adore. He is a pastor, a senior advocate of Nigeria, and a professor. Lastly, but not the least, the Vice President of Nigeria, His Excellency, Professor Yemi Osibanjo. My love goes to you. Your Excellency, my dear pastor, I chose to arrange these epithets in this order. One, as a pastor, because I know how deeply Nigeria is divided when it comes to religion. Courtesy of the elites who have decided to use religion as a tool to divide the people in order to continue dominating them and oppressing them. Secondly, as a senior pastor of Nigeria, because as a senior advocate, you should advocate for justice, equity, fair play, and most importantly, become the defender of the oppressed. Who are the oppressed? The ordinary Nigerians. Again, as a professor, because having passed through the great citadel of learning, when you receive your certificate as a graduate, it is said with honors, because it's assumed that having passed through the four walls of a university, it has refined your character. You are not found wanting. That's why he said found worthy in character and learning. And it's expected that despite how the political elites have invaded the academe, turned professors into rigging machines for Nigerian elections, I still believe that there are some decent people like you who dabbled into politics and have been soiled or not soiled by the political elites. But here is my point. As we continue analyzing this first piece of my letter, open letter to you, I want you to reconcile it with your core belief. One, as a pastor, as a senior advocate of Nigeria, as a professor of law, and lastly, as a politician, which I chose to address you last, because Nigerian politicians believe in what William Shakespeare said, that fair is foul and foul is fair. And they believe that politics in Nigeria is like a battlefield. It's a war zone, and according to them, in a war zone, nothing is fair or foul. Every foul play is acceptable. This is why the youth and the less privileged is always a victim. They use this divide and rule mentality. You make the poor poorer, so that when you give them the food under the table, they will rush for it. And that is the only means where and how you remain in power. My dear President and my dear Vice President, recently, during the conference of the National Youth Parliament, or National Youth, or Nigerian Youth, yesterday held in Abuja, you made a statement. You encouraged the youth to, despite their challenges, to strive to achieve their goals in life. Quote unquote, the youth should move on despite their challenges. My dear pastor, senior advocate of Nigeria, professor of law, Your Excellency, how can the youth move on when, not in the recent past, The Nigerian youths were shot and killed while holding up the Nigerian flag, singing the national anthem, where in the part it says unity in diversity, the symbol. We are divided, but we are one. But when you sing that national anthem, we believe everybody should know that you are representing Nigeria. The youths held up the Nigerian flag. They were shot and killed. And all Nigerian government is doing up to today, through Lai Mohammed, is to deny accepting that the youths were shot and killed. The youths should move on, right? Recently, a video went viral where a member of National Youth Service Corps, I think by name Ifunanya, was abused. Mud water was poured on her in the national uniform while on national assignment by a female soldier. She was dehumanized while wearing the symbol of unity and faith of the nation. Ifunanya is yet to see justice. Few days ago, a viral video also surfaced of underage children, kindergarten, in an orphanage in Lagos, singing the national anthem and the pledge, hopeful for tomorrow in Nigeria. Yet, they were singing the national anthem in a pool of water, in a pool of stench water. My dear President, the youth should move on. Do you know the spiritual connotation of that? Of the youths that were shot and killed during the EDSA process? Of these little children showing their hopes, drenched in water, singing the national anthem of Nigeria. As a pastor and as a professor, senior advocate of Nigeria, don't tell me you don't know the spiritual connotation of such acts. Nigeria is simply sinking. For those youths that were murdered in broad daylight while singing national anthem and carrying Nigerian flag, the elites, as a country, we have murdered sleep and we shall sleep no more. Recently, I heard of a group of Muslim and Christian youth that came together and urged the federal government to engage in dialogue with the Nigerians who have been protesting that through poverty, they have been dehumanized. Poverty is number one cause of insecurity in any nation around the world. Don't pretend you don't know. One would have expected that instead of you people in power preaching peace in Ethiopia, preaching dialogue in other countries, in Sudan, that charity should begin at home. But instead, what we witness is trying to silence dissident voices. Remember, this is democracy. Yet, the youth should move on. There is no challenges for the youth in Nigeria. What you have is a brick wall. A trailer loaded with cement that have been placed against the youths and the future. And you say the youths should strive to surmount their challenges. Challenges are easy words. Brick wall, trailer load of cement, mountain placed against the youths. The youths have been killed. The youths in national assignments have been dehumanized. Dear Pastor Osibanjo, how does this reconcile with your faith? Recently, I was so proud of you when you opted to remove your immunity and fight corruption charges leveled against you by your straight bedfellows who are politicians. And when you said that, I was proud of you. But I am still striving to reconcile your youth statement and the events that are taking place under your watch. Let me remind you of the policemen, wonderful men in uniform, who went to the northeast to arrest a kidnapping kingpin, Wada. On their way back to Abuja, they were killed by fellow men in uniform. Up to date, we are still listening to hear how justice has been brought to the families of those men who were killed on national assignment. My heart goes to them. The inconsistencies in Nigerian politics and policies, where there is no place for the youth, there is no hope for the common man. You want them to move on? Why not? They will move on. When your daughters and sons are marrying each other in large and sumptuous fanfares, ceremonies, and you come openly and pretend to fight each other, PDP, APC, your daughter is married to one of the wealthiest families in West Africa. President Buhari's son recently, when marrying from another rich family, about 100 jets were present. Atiku Abubakar, Goodluck Jonathan, all those political friends and foes, they were all present, showing that among the elites, you only deceive the youth, you only deceive the poor, that you are politically divided. There is division when it comes to sharing the loot of Nigerian economy. There is division when it comes to impoverishing more the youths. You guys are the same. I am asking, how do you reconcile the impunity among the elites against the poor with your practice as a pastor, your practice as a senior advocate of Nigeria, your practice as a professor, having come from the academy? I am telling you today that the youth will not move on. When silent whispers turn to open whispers, the oppressor knows, or should know, that his time is up. My dear pastor, my dear professor, my dear senior advocate of Nigeria, the youths are tired. The youths are dying. There is no hope for the youths. They cannot simply move on. It's unacceptable. But remember this, that he who is withholding a child's fortune with his hand up, sooner than later will bring it down when nature calls and pain comes. You cannot hold us to ransom forever. This is the first series of my open letter to you. The injustice in Nigerian system, the open killings going on across Nigeria, the genocide going on in the southeast. Every southeasterner is not a member of the IPOB. How can, in the pretense of looking for the people who have been killing our beautiful men and women in uniform, in Obu, the soldiers are rampaging, killing innocent citizens, people who do not know anything about the insurgency going on there? How can we, in the pretense, pretend that all is well? All is not well. The people are crying. The silent whispers of the innocent, the silent whispers of the killed, the silent whispers of the bereaved has reached heavens. They have turned to open whispers. And we are saying, one day, my dear pastor, Nigeria shall be free. Thank you. Remember to subscribe to our channel and share the like button. And watch out for my open letter to our dear pastor, our president, pastor, professor, senior advocate, Yemi Osibanjo. Thank you.